month.
The month.
Until it fell on the 12th month.
Until it fell.
On the 12th
They
month.
determined. They took time. It's not something of one man agreement. It is something of the spirit or the kingdom provided one person for a meeting. Or the spiritual heavens provided. There was a conclusion, a general meeting that took place in the spiritual heavens, where December has been chosen as a month to do both good and evil. December is called Adar in Jewish language. So in Jewish calendar, the month of Adar is the month of December. If you he said before Emma, they to determine the day and the month until it fell. That means not something they just concluded. It is something that has been stamped. I will show you. Can we look at Esther 9? Let's look at verse 1. Let me show you again.
Now, in the
I will show you about 3 scriptures where the month of December was concluded. Look at it now.
Now, in the 12th month.
Now, in the 12th month.
That is the month of Adar.
Now, I told you that Adar means what? December. In the 12th month. 12th month is what?
December.
The month of December. The month of Adar, yes.
On the 13th day.
Now, on the 13th day was the day they had that meeting. On the 13th day of December, yes.
The time came.
The time came.
For the king's command.
For the king's command.
And his decree.
To be decreed.
To be executed.
To be executed.
On the day that the enemy of the Jews.
On the day that the enemies. Now, as you are here, this is the month you are not free in the hand of your enemy. And if you know you are on earth, you don't have enemy. Can I see your hand? If you don't have enemy, you're already in the grave. Every living man has an enemy. There is something about you that somebody is envying, whether you know it, like it or not, or whether you know it or not. Every living man has an enemy. And if you know you have an enemy on earth, you are not free in the month of December. Because this is the month they permit their kingdoms, they permit their members to bring those that they declare as an enemy. Somebody say, wait till I do them. You don't need to do them. Once they have declared you as an enemy, you will not be fit to live in this month of December. All those that died are enemies to them. Look at it. He said, and a decree to be executed.
On the day that the
enemy of the Jews
has hoped to overpower
them.
The opposite occurred.
The opposite occurred.
In that the Jews themselves.
Overpowered
those who hated them.
We overpower those who do what?
Hated them.
Who do what?
Hated them.
So anybody that hates you, there is no living man that does not have somebody that hates them or like them. And this is the month they permit your haters to submit your life, to make sure that you are not fit to live. So this is the month you must not play. It's a month your hater has promised himself that you are a disturbance to him or her on earth. It's a month that they have empowered the enemies to bring those that hate them. Is somebody hearing me? I want to show you Esther 8. Look at 12. I will show you 12, 13, and 14. Then I'll be fine.
On one day.
Look at it. On one day.
In all the provinces of King Ahasuerus.
Now, I told you that it was something that was generally accepted in all the provinces of the kingdom of the spiritual heavens. Look at it. He said, in one day. In all. Can you see that language? In all the provinces of the king Ahasuerus.
On the 13th day.
On the 13th day.
Of the 12th month.
Of the 12th month.
Which is the month of Adar.
Which was the month of Adar.
A copy of the document.
Now look at it. He said a copy of the document
was to be issued as a decree.
In
every province.
In every province. That means there is no kingdom that did not seal. There is no province that is not aware that the month of December cannot be changed. It is something that is generally accepted and agreed by all the spiritual heavens. He said, in every province.
And published
for all the people.
So that the Jews should be ready.
On that day.
To avenge themselves.
On
their enemies.
It is the month of December. Any enemy that spare his people will reduce the new year in the next coming year. And enemy doesn't want to reduce. So anyone that allow you to go without fight, we pay. We pay. I showed you that if you escape the month of December, you have escaped the year, the death of the new year. If you can escape, you make sure that you are not in the prison of the enemy in the month of December. You are sure of 2024.